Salvador Alvarenga had always loved the sea. As a seasoned fisherman originally from El Salvador, he found a second home in the waves off the coast of Mexico, casting his nets for the bounty that fed him and his small community. On November 17, 2012, he set out from the tiny village of Costa Azul with his young companion, Ezequiel Cordoba, a man barely out of his teens, but eager to learn the trade. The weather forecast had warned of a brewing storm, but Salvador, confident in his experience and the sturdy little 23-foot fiberglass boat, decided to risk a short trip into the open waters. It was a mistake that would cost him dearly. The storm struck with furious violence. Towering waves battered their vessel, tearing away its motor and communications equipment. In a matter of hours, Salvador and Ezequiel found themselves hopelessly adrift, swallowed by the endless blue of the Pacific Ocean. Days turned into weeks. They survived by catching fish and sea turtles with their bare hands, eating them raw. When rain fell, they captured precious drops in plastic containers. When the skies were cruel and dry, they relied on turtle blood to stave off thirst. Salvador prayed. Every morning and night, he begged God for mercy, for a way home. His prayers became as routine as breathing, a rhythm to keep his sanity anchored. But the ocean was merciless. After 4 grueling months, Ezequiel fell ill. He refused to eat the raw meat any longer, his body weakened by starvation and dehydration. Salvador held his companion as he slipped away, mourning him with a grief that shook him to his core. Left alone, Salvador contemplated giving up. Yet something deep inside, the stubborn fire that had always made him a survivor, kept him moving. He spoke to the seagulls that circled his boat, to the unseen fish below, to God, and to Ezequiel's spirit. The months blurred together. Salvador lost track of time. His body grew thin, leathery, his hair long and tangled. The idea of rescue became a distant dream, a memory he could no longer fully believe in. And then, on January 30th, 2014, 14 months after he had set out, he saw land. At first, he thought it a mirage, but the shape held fast on the horizon. With the last of his strength, he drifted closer, finally washing ashore on the tiny Eben Atoll in the Marshall Islands, over 6,700 miles from where he had started. The islanders who found him could hardly believe their eyes. A ghost of a man, barefoot and wild-eyed, Salvador Alvarenga stumbled into their world like a living miracle. Salvador would later recount that it was not just survival skills that saved him, but hope, fragile, battered, but never extinguished, and an unshakable faith that somehow life would find a way back to him.